Hello everyone. Today we will be doing a dictation from Progressive Magazine, May 2026. I will be dictating transcription number 21. We will start the dictation in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to go. Start. I am indeed very happy to have this opportunity to be present at the inaugural ceremony of the 36th edition of the India International Trade Fair. This fair commences every year on 14th November, the birth anniversary of the first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. The IITF is a mega projection of the new India that is fast taking shape. It showcases the vision of a glorious tomorrow, a spirit of excellence and achievement, and unparalleled investment opportunity through the prism of the Make in India and Digital India initiatives taken by the Prime Minister. The fair symbolizes India's commitment forwards, bringing the benefits of economic reform to its people from all walks of life, especially the underprivileged. I am heartened to see the considerable presence of foreign companies at the fair. I would like to make a special mention of India's continued endeavor of empowering and bringing together all constructive forces for a better world. The recent BRICS summit has created a great reservoir of goodwill, which is vital for consolidating our economic and cultural linkages and social bonds with countries across the world. India has always believed in the stability and growth of our neighboring countries. Putting people first is the guiding philosophy of our development cooperation partnership, focused on an agenda aimed at regional harmony, peace, and prosperity. We look forward to working together in priority areas such as infrastructure development, connectivity, capacity building, education, healthcare, and the setting up of development projects. India is working with like minded countries in multilateral organizations, including the United Nations, to play an enhanced role in diverse fora, from the Arctic Council and the Pacific Alliance to the UN Security Council, where India has made a legitimate claim for a permanent membership. Apart from economic dimensions, I believe that a fair such as IITF provides an excellent opportunity to introspect on challenges, integrate minds, and prepare strategies for the mammoth task of nation building. As India strives to become a manufacturing hub in diverse sectors, it needs to increase its energy resources without compromising on the environmental aspects. Factors such as demography, Development and urbanization exert tremendous pressure on availability of resources. Large scale utilization of resources impacts adversely on the environment. Industry therefore needs to adopt eco-friendly measures and technologies for the development of the people, as there is a considerable presence of foreign countries along with Indian states and UTs in the fair. I would like to share with you that a range of reforms being currently undertaken, including GST, shall enable the states and union territories to compete with each other in attracting investment and business opportunities over the medium and long term. These reforms shall also hopefully result in job creation, thus contributing to the growth impulses of the economy. It is a matter of great satisfaction that the Ministry of Commerce and Industry has taken an excellent initiative towards improving the ease of doing business in India, with added emphasis on simplification and rationalization of existing rules, procedures, and processes. Government's recent initiatives on e-governance have begun to show results in terms of more efficient and effective delivery of public services. I shall recall having been associated with ITPO and IITF while serving the government in different capacities. I am pleased to see it grow into a larger and more inclusive platform now. I take this opportunity to welcome the global business community who have converged here to further trade and business relations. It is encouraging to note that the IITF this year is saying the presence of 7,000 participants, including representation from 24 foreign countries, almost all states, union territories, apex public sector enterprises, and the MSME and other participants, with around 800 rural artisans and craft persons. I am told that the National Minorities Development and Finance Corporation is also participating along with 100 artisans in this fair this year. I compliment them. I compliment ITPO for the theme of Digital India this year. Digital technologies, e-commerce, e-enabled, and mobile services are major components of e-governance and will over time contribute significantly to GDP growth. We at the same time also need to make use of our abundant renewable resources to create a society that is self-sustaining and mindful of its responsibilities towards the present and future generations. I believe that IITF will reinforce Indian brands that will, in the first instance, compete with and win against the dominant international players in the domestic market before venturing overseas. I especially welcome our foreign friend, exhibitors, delegates, and members of the diplomatic corps to this event, which is considered a cause of India, a land of vibrancy, culture, spirituality, and peace. I extend my good wishes to all participants from India and overseas, especially the partner country, the Republic of South Korea. Stop.